In today's video, we're exploring what I consider the best resale and new construction homes currently for sale in Easton Park. We're gonna get after it right now. Hey, Daniel here, your local Easton Park real estate expert. If you're thinking of buying or selling in Easton Park, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on the latest real estate news. I typically post once a week on this channel every Tuesday. I do tours like this, I do market reports the first week every month. So again, like I said, if you are thinking of buying or selling in Easton Park, this is definitely the channel for you. You know, I was a teacher for 10 years before I jumped into real estate. I was a band director, and I found that a lot of the skills that I developed as a band director and the morals that pushed me to become a teacher transferred over really well into real estate. Being honest, having a good work ethic, and really just wanting to help people achieve their goals is still really important to me. So it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. I'd love to help you navigate this tricky market right now and get the best home and the best deal for you and your family. All of that contact info can be found in the description below. So the first house we're checking out is the resale deal of the month. This is a 3,283 square foot, 5-bed, 3-bath, 2-story. This one's listed at $655,000. To put that in context, yesterday it was listed at $675,000, so they just dropped it 20 grand. It was originally listed at $719, and that was close to 4 months ago. So they're definitely trying to get this off the market. I'm going to talk about a lot of features of this house. There's some things I don't like about it, but there's more things I do like about it. So I'm excited to share this one with you. Where we are today is Bryant Park, and so I'll pan around so you can kind of see where we're at. But the way Bryant Park is situated, it's basically, there's a little hub and then a road that goes down there and a road that goes up there. And off the road, you have these little cul-de-sacs. And so we are off on a cul-de-sac, really close actually to the end of it. And so you're not going to have really anyone driving through here except the 5 neighbors that live that side of you. You can see over there, William Cannon is right there. You don't have access to it though. You would need to go out that way to reach William Cannon. But the location of Bryant Park is the first part of Easton Park that was built. This was built in 2016. And what's going to be great about this location and Bryant Park in general is you're going to be the closest out of anyone in Easton Park to all the things they're building along William Cannon and McKinney Falls. The HEB is being built in 2027. It's going to be walking distance from here. I mean, it's like a 10-minute walk, but it's right down there. And you have all the things that are being built currently. There's McDonald's is already there, CVS is already there, Chick-fil-A is being built right now. So this spot is really good for commercial, just ease of access to get to things while still being in a cul-de-sac, not a lot of through traffic, and pretty quiet too. For how close we are to William Cannon, I'm not hearing that much road noise. People who live right on the end of the cul-de-sac definitely have to deal with that more. As you can see, this house has a 3-car garage, so we'll check that out when we go inside. Also has a keypad to get into the garage. Most of the new homes, for whatever reason, or maybe not most, but I keep saying most, a lot of the new homes I tour in Easton Park don't come with a keypad. So it's nice to see that with this. I'm not sure who the builder is for this one, but let's check it out. Really cool stone exterior here. And then a small little patio here. Great privacy because the next house starts way further back because they have to allow for the turn of the cul-de-sac. Okay, this is a large house and I'm already talking way too much, so let me get to it. This is not a built-in. They just put this here and then drilled it into the wall. I think it works fine, but you can take it out, if it doesn't quite fit, how you want this space to look. One thing I'm not a huge fan of, which can be fixed relatively easily, is it's pretty dark in here. I just came through and turned on all the lights, and this is what it looks like. Part of it is a lot of the lights don't work, / they're low voltage or low wattage, excuse me. So that's one thing. It does feel pretty dark in here. Every window does have these plantation shutters, which is really nice. So you have the option of, just moving it like that, or you can open the whole thing, wrong side, and break it if you want maximum light coming in, which is probably what I would do more often than not. Yeah, I already have pretty good privacy because of the lot. So I have the study here, really nice built-in shelf here, and then this actually is a pull-out. Now, if you're not a fan of the blue, they will repaint that. They made that clear that all the cabinets are blue and it kind of becomes a lot. So it's nice they're willing to repaint that. We have 8-foot tall French doors here. So I like that. Office, study right in the front. Here we have kind of, I guess, primary dining, but there's a section over here that's gonna be more obvious dining. Let's turn left first. A lot of doors down this hallway. So we have linen closet, then down this door that I already opened, we have our first guest bedroom. Like I said, this is a 5-bedroom. This could also be used as a second study if a second office, home office was needed. This would work really well. Then we have our utility room. Again, you can paint that whatever color you want, or you can negotiate to get the owners to paint that before you move in. Washer dryer, I do believe convey. I like that they added this so you can hang clothes to dry really easily. Guest bathroom downstairs, it's fine. The grout's in pretty rough condition, so I would ask them to clean that and seal that. But apart from that, it's a pretty typical bathroom. Am I missing something? No, so some of these lights just aren't working, so they need to be replaced too. But that's fine. Decent sized bathroom. And then we go into our very large 3-car garage. I couldn't figure out how to get that light to work. There's only one light switch, so here we are. We do have epoxy flooring, which is a nice upgrade. And as you can see, I mean, it's a 3-car garage, but then you have this tandem. So it's almost, you could call this a 4-car garage with the amount of space you have in here. Plenty of space. And then more storage back here, your water cooler, and then a side door leading to 2 HVACs. So you do have 2 different HVACs cooling and heating the home, which is nice. A nice little upgrade there. Not sure how old they are. Something we would need to ask. Let's continue looking downstairs. More storage underneath the stairs. And then we open up to our primary living area. We have a gas fireplace here. This really cool tile around it and then a mantle above, but you do have space next to it so you don't have to put a TV above the mantle, which is nice. I assume the TV conveys. I'm not sure why they would have left that here otherwise. More plantation shutters. This is where I would think you're probably gonna put a small dining table, but you could use this area as your formal dining if you wanted to. And then the kitchen, a pretty good size island here. I like this material. Looks really good. Definitely not a fan of the blue, and you can see, I mean, they knew it was gonna be an issue, so they made it clear they will be happy with an offer asking them to paint the cabinets a different color. But you do have built-in oven, built-in microwave, pretty good amount of countertop space, built-in 5-burner range. Again, with the grout, I think I'd want them to clean that a little bit. It just looks a little dirty to me. Decent sized pantry. Again, a little dirty, maybe repainting there too. Now let's check out, before we go outside, let's go here. This is a primary bedroom. So do have a ceiling fan, no carpet anywhere in the house, which is nice for me. I'm a big fan of no carpet as an owner of a dog, a highly energetic dog and 3 cats. No carpet is good. Good amount of natural light coming in, and you can already see we don't have a rear neighbor and a massive backyard, so we're gonna check that out in a minute, but that's nice. You could keep that completely open. No one's gonna be able to see inside of your bedroom. And then the primary bath, I'm not a huge fan of. I think there's a simple fix, but we'll discuss. So first of all, just some of the lights, again, don't work. I couldn't figure out how to turn that guy on, and then there's just bulbs not on. That might just be because they like kind of a dim cave feel when they shower. I don't know. I'm trying to be I'm trying to be generous. But yeah, that's an easy fix. So just put the lights in, right? Make them all the same wattage so we have a consistent feel as we walk through the house. Then we have a linen closet here. Pretty normal tile floors. I mean, nothing super fancy. Again, I would just ask that we get the grout cleaned and sealed. I mean, you can see it here, right? Like that's how it's supposed to look. That's how most of it looks. It's like very, very different colors with the grout there. I don't know if I like the shower like this. It's really deep. It's a pretty good size shower, but I don't like that I would be in here and then no idea if anyone's home and this is the only thing I can see. I don't know, for me personally, I want to see what's going on when I'm bathing. I want to make sure I'm not getting startled upon. So maybe I would, see if we can bring this wall down. I mean, this is like future projects, and that's honestly going to be the big thing with this house. As I was walking through thinking about it, the way it is right now, there's things I don't like. The location, the lot placement, and the things I want to change aren't crazy. They wouldn't be things I do before closing, but I think this is a really good house, as an investment, just buying for yourself. I mean, we're at $199 per square foot, I believe. The average in the neighborhood is $228. Now this is a larger home, so that's automatically gonna lower the price per square foot, but even comparing it to other homes within a couple hundred square feet, this is much lower, if not the lowest price per square foot in the neighborhood. So from an investment standpoint, buy this house, sell it in 5 years, you should be in a better standpoint than if you bought a house with a higher price per square foot, especially because you have so much space, the lot placement is great. But there's additions I would wanna do. And so first one I wanted to say is just take this wall down, have it open to where it's either a massive shower, right, get the tub out of here, or just open it up to where it's the tub and shower, like it just feels more open in here. I have no idea how much that would cost, but I'm not actually doing this, so why not just talk about it, right? This is very large closet, and then toilet in the back here. Cool. Continuing on, I'm 10 minutes into the video, this part of the video, and I'm halfway through the house. Sorry, I talked too much, y'all. All right, here we go. Big con, this back patio. This is teeny tiny, not a big fan of this. So that's it. It's tiny, 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 which is crazy because this yard is massive, massive, massive. It's huge, y'all. It's a big yard. This is on a 1/4 acre, which for Easton Park is very difficult to get. Bryant Park and Nob Hill typically have bigger lots anyway, but this, even for Bryant Park, is very large. And you can see it backs up to this nature. They're not gonna build here at all. There's actually a running trail close to that tree line I've ran on because this connects, that running trail connects to Nob Hill. I'm not sure why they put a gate here. I don't know if it's just a certain code that there has to be an exit out here, because there's no reason to go out here. It's just woodland. Like, you wouldn't want to go out there. You're just gonna get bit by something. I do like that they keep it trimmed on the outside, the HOA, so it's not getting too close to you, but a little strange. What I would do with this, again, this is all imagining. I'm a millionaire, I can do whatever I want with the house. How do I improve it to make it great? I'd put a pool out here for sure, and then maybe a fireplace close out there, so you can just you're so close to the woods, you can enjoy it. But what I would do, pool here, complete privacy. I mean, that house backs up so far, you're never going to see them, hear them. Their backyard starts near the end of your backyard. Really just be this one neighbor that you're close to, and even still, you're really far apart. This has to be a 60-foot wide lot. So pool here. I would extend the back patio to come out here and here, and I would break that down and put stackable glass doors there. And so you can see it from the inside. I think with those improvements, this becomes one of the best houses in Easton Park. Now, that could be $200,000 worth of improvement, but that still would be cheaper than the most expensive house in Easton Park right now, which is like $1 million. So yeah, I would stackable right here, all glass doors, and then just slab of concrete out past that pillar, large area, and then it goes straight to the pool area. And you still have a huge amount of grass area around it too. I think that would be like next level for this type of property. All right, now that I'm done dreaming about the future that never will be for me, maybe it will be for you, let's head upstairs. I like that they don't have carpet on the stairs. These stairs definitely feel new. I'm wondering if they just redid this or not. I will say the trim is pretty dirty. You can tell just walking around, maybe not in the video, but the trim, everywhere I look, the trim just looks dirty, nicked up. So I would also ask them to not just paint the cabinets a different color, but repaint all the trim, because it looks rough. The walls look pretty good, but the trim doesn't look great. So we have this landing. You can see it overlooks the living room. I like the view from here. I'm so used to when you walk upstairs to the landing, it's just another house, like you're seeing the side of the house next door. But the house next door is pushed back so far, you're really just looking at the cul-de-sac. Well, it's William Cannon off in the distance, and then far in the distance is an apartment complex that you can barely see. So I like, again, the privacy. You're up here, open the windows, lots of natural light. Really, you can just look out. And maybe if you have kids, you know, they're playing in the cul-de-sac, you can see them from up here. That may work out well for you if that's kind of how you're envisioning using the space. And then this looks down to front door. Again, another light that's out. And then we have our third bedroom. 3rd out of 5, no ceiling fan. Does have the plantation shutters. Same tile we've seen before. We have a Jack and Jill setup with a sink, bathtub, and then actually 2 sinks, which surprised me. So that's cool. And then we have a second upstairs landing, which is neat. This is great. It looks like they use this to put a TV up, which makes sense because I'm sure the sound bleeds from over there to downstairs, whereas this is way more tucked away. This is bedroom number 4. Decent closet space for a guest bedroom. Again, different lights you can see, different vibes as you're walking through the house. And then this is actually to get to the attic. And so you can see your 2 HVAC systems. And so you would replace each of their air filters every 3 months. Oops, sorry. And then bedroom number 5 with stars on the ceiling. I like that. It's a little different, right? It's a little pushed out on this side. More typical, not the great view, just kind of looking at a neighbor's house. Kind of a small room, definitely. Small child, maybe storage area because it's so far out of the way. So yeah, there you have it. That's the resale deal of the month. I definitely think the location of this one is the big selling point for this, and the massive reductions in price they've done. $655, definitely a deal. $719 where they started, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. There's just too many things I'd want to change for this house. But for me personally, I think if you get a pool, extend the back patio, bring down that wall by the fireplace so you can have that glass door entrance, so it's not just the one side entrance. And then the primary bathroom, if we could open that up so the shower isn't tucked away, I think it'd be a really cool house. It's in really good condition. It's not that old, only 9 years old. And then obviously painting the cabinets, painting the trim, that kind of stuff, getting the grout cleaned and sealed. I think this would feel like a brand new home in a really, really cool spot in Easton Park. I don't know if this is still gonna be available, honestly, when I post this video. It might be, but they just lowered the price by 20 grand, so that's pretty aggressive. They're looking for someone now. So if you are in the neighborhood or if you're in the market looking for something like this, you can reach out to me directly. Contact info is at the bottom of the video. I'm happy to schedule a tour, answer questions, and see if this is the right fit for you. Whew, all right, I'm gonna stop talking for now. Now let's go check out the new construction deal of the month. I'll see you over there. Hello, Daniel from the future. So I couldn't unfortunately get access to the new construction deal of the month. I considered showing y'all something else, but I really this is the best one in my opinion, and I didn't want to show something else knowing this one exists. I couldn't get in because they're still building it. So I'm going to show you right now. You can kind of see the front of the house right now. Inside, they're still building the stairs. And so I was able to walk around the side, and so you can get a sense of what the backyard at least looks like and the massive back patio that this one comes with. But this is a Highland home. It's listed at $620,000. It is a 5-bed, 4.5 bath, 2-story home, 2-car garage, obviously still being built, so it'll be ready in about a month. 0.14 acres and 2,862 square feet. Now, the reason, and you can look on this page, the reason it's a deal of the month is mainly the price per square foot is really good. So what I have open here is in the multiple listing service, the Austin Board of Realtors, MLS, 50 available homes. These are all new construction Easton Park. So there's 50 new construction, put earnest money down, get them right now. and I've sorted them by the square footage. So you can see we are 6th out of 50 as far as price per square foot at 216.63. It's a bigger property, and so typically with a larger home, you will have a lower price per square foot. But if you check out my monthly market report that I post every Tuesday, the first Tuesday of every month, you can see, right, the 2,600 to 3,100 square foot range. The average for the 16 new builds available is 246. So, I mean, this is really good. The 216 versus 246 for comparable square foot in the neighborhood for new construction. So these aren't homes that come with pools or anything like that. It's just new construction. Really good deal with that. Highland is great because they're the newest builder coming into Easton Park. And so they're offering a lot of incentives, and they're really desperate just to like sell houses right now because I think they just closed out another neighborhood that they were building in. And so Easton Park is a big focus for them to close as many homes as possible. Why that's good for you is as a buyer, you can ask for a little bit more and they're more likely to say yes because they have an invested interest in just closing homes by December. I can show you here. So the map, first of all, where we are. You can see over, where all the new construction is in Easton Park. But this house in particular is over here. We're in Prospect Park, just off of Peafowl. So you come in Prospect Park, and then the very first roundabout, you head north. Actually, the Highland model home is right here. So just past the model home to the right, this is the lot placement, okay? And so you can see the floor plan because, again, I couldn't get access to the inside. Walking in through the front door, to the left, you have a bedroom with a full bath attached, which is great if you have someone older living with you that wants their own space. They don't have to go upstairs. They have their own bathroom attached to their own bedroom. You could also use that as a home office if you wanted to because it does have 2 windows facing front. And then we have our utility room next to that. You do have a dedicated study in the middle here, and then a half room, powder room that they added right off of the garage. Kitchen, dining, family, that's all open. They added a hutch here, which is basically just more cabinets and countertop space for you. The enhanced outdoor living, you saw that earlier. That looks fantastic. It's a massive back patio already built, so that's a huge upgrade they've already included in this. They've also extended the primary suite, and so if you go into the model home, you get a sense of what that looks like. It's just, you have more space when you walk in the room. There's way more space to your left. For next to the window seating. Okay, so again, I wish I could have showed you guys the inside, but definitely if you can find like a tour of these online or of any Highland home, just get a sense of what I'm talking about with the primary, having that pushed out seating area next to the windows. It's really beautiful. And then you can see we have a bathtub and walk-in shower, separated sinks, and then a very large walk-in closet. And then looking upstairs, a loft. They've added a 5th bedroom here, again with an ensuite. So again, someone older, maybe with a big family, or maybe you just want that to be a dedicated, this is the guest room, and you have your own bathroom attached, which is really nice. And then to the left here, bedrooms 3 and 4, they have kind of a Jack and Jill situation, shared bathroom there. So I thought $620,000, very different from the previous home. I really like this layout. I really like their incentives right now. They're offering a 4.99 fixed % interest rate, which far beats the 6.5% interest rates you're seeing right now for the top tier conventional loans for resale. So yeah, I think this is a great option if you're looking in the 600,000s. Like I said, it's not completely finished. It'll be actually move-in ready in about a month. Their website says it's move-in ready, but it's not. But yeah, that's the new construction deal of the month. Again, apologize for not being able to get into it. Highland's brand new. I still haven't been able to get into a finished home, so I'm excited to start doing that hopefully next month because I do really like their product. And yeah, if you are thinking of buying or selling in the Easton Park neighborhood, you can always give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Really happy to help anyone who's just trying to learn more about our neighborhood. I've lived here for 5 years. Great relationship with all the sales reps here. I know the builders really well. So if you are trying to get that competitive edge in negotiating and just wanting to make sure you get the best deal possible in a market where there are hundreds of homes available, definitely reach out. I'd love to help you and your family find the perfect home and at a great price. Until next time, I'll see you guys around the neighborhood.